If you're a fan of Necromunda, you don't want to miss this terrain review.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer, and today we are checking out one of the latest offerings from Mat.eu. They sold out the first time they offered them, and let's just say the response has been incredible to them. It's great to see such an awesome company with such cool hobby offerings doing so well in the industry, because at the end of the day, we all rise with the tide, believe it or not. It doesn't matter what company or what game you play, it's all good in the neighborhood, so to speak. So Mat.eu has some dope mats called Chem that work great for a lot of your sci-fi tabletop skirmish, but they also have a new set of walls that I think you might be interested in if you're a fan of Necromunda. So there's the new Chem mat. You saw it there on the billboard ad right there from Mat.eu. Now, they did have it on pre-order. That was then, this is now. It is in stock currently, the $69 price, their normal price for these mats here. I like this mat. It's great for games in Necromunda because, you know, you can just kind of lay out the 3D stuff right on top of it. It has that great feel for it. You don't have to worry about fumbling around with the tiles from Games Workshop. It works great if you have Necron-themed armies or you just want a different look for your sci-fi tabletop battles. It's a little bit brighter than it shows here. It's kind of washed out in this picture. I feel like I have seen it up close. We just got these in stock. These are still in stock at Mat.eu. Don't worry about the shipping. Of course, it takes usually 7 to 10 days. Things have been running about 10 days from them currently, with all the storms and everything here in the East. And I don't know, I guess there's some tariff stuff going on. I don't know. I'm not a politician. I just want to play with toy soldiers. But the thing that I think you all will really appreciate if you are a fan of Necromunda is the Chem terrain, which is currently sold out. Probably, hopefully, by the time this video goes out, they will have it available back for sale. They're saying April or May. It is currently April right now, spoiler alert. But hope to see this stuff back in stock, because what's so cool about it, and you can see here all the pieces you get, is that not only can it lay out on the Chem mat itself, but you will notice those proportions right there might probably fit on another type of board system, which is the Necromunda boards themselves, which we're about to show you. So very large amount of pre-painted wall, or we'll say bulkhead sections here that come with this kit for $138 pre-painted. I don't think you can beat it. I don't think there's a comparable value out there on the market today for really any of this stuff they produce, but most especially if you're a Necromunda player, this may just be the product for you. So I can't add it to cart. We magically already have it. Magic! Let's take a closer look at it on the table. So here's the two sizes of the new Chem mat, of course from Mat.eu. Now the 4x4 is a great selection if you're playing smaller games. You know, everything is pretty much the same, except for they have redesigned it to be a more compact version of the 4x6, which is the larger one you can see underneath it. It's not just the same one cut in half, believe me. I thought that at first too, but then I started trying to match it up and I was like, oh, they redesigned it. That's pretty neat. So these mats, of course, the normal Mat technology from Mat, they're about 3.5 kilograms in weight. Well, the larger one rather. They're waterproof. I've spilled plenty of booze on these. You can clean it up with Resolve spray. I haven't put them in the washer yet, but if you do, I wouldn't recommend drying it, that's for sure. It seems like that would end very badly. There's no light reflection. We have a ton of lights here in the studio, and as you can see, it's got a great matte finish, if that's a thing. If you're doing battle reports or want to take pictures of your models on it, it's great. You know, soft protection. It's got the great mouse neoprene kind of bottom, mouse mat kind of type deal. Just a great quality product. It's not going to fray at the edges. You can see all these mats underneath it. We've had in here for years. Some of them for years, some of them for months. Not a single one has any wear or tear on it. So let me tell you what, these things will definitely last in your Beats Lab. But perhaps one of the best features about these mats is the price. The 4x4 is $49 US, and the larger 4x6 is $69 US. Of course, plus shipping, like I said, comes super quick. And speaking of shipping, if you've never ordered anything from Mat.eu before, this is basically how it comes. A big sturdy cardboard, corrugated box, nice thick one. And then, of course, you get the terrain, pre-painted terrain. Of course, if you order a mat, it's going to come in a box as well. Not quite as well protected, but again, it's a mat. There's only so much you can do at that point. You don't have to worry about breaking things or anything like that. It isn't going to come in this styrofoam cutout, but it will be pretty well protected. Speaking of styrofoam cutouts, here is the Chemzone factory wall set right here. And this is actually a new one. I hadn't seen this before. They all come individually wrapped in little plastic to protect them even further. This is the coolest terrain I've seen from them, from Mat.eu. Like, this stuff is just really cool. Like, it's all pre-painted. It's got that old school bulkhead feel with crazy texture. You know, it's all cool, laid out. It's almost like Legos, but like on a much, much bigger scale. I am super stoked to lay this all out and show you guys this on the Chemzone mats. So here's a better look at the Chemzone wall, factory walls themselves. You can see here lots and lots of very, very in-depth texture, pitting, I mean everything here. It's just got such a cool old school feel. It's just got such a neat vibe. And this is actually half of the terrain that comes in the box. You get 24 of the single walls, these little guys right here. And then on these you get 12 of the larger walls and 24 of the four-way kind of bulkhead type deal right there. So there's actually 2 of this right here. And on the 4x4 mat, it nearly covers half. So for games like Necromunda or like Zone Mortails, you can really take up a lot of space just by the clever positioning of these. And then measurement-wise, and we'll show you how this stacks up to a Necromunda board as well. About 1.5 inches for the smaller bulkheads by about 1.75 inches, and 2 inches square there for the four-way bulkheads. And the larger ones right here, you're looking at 3.25 by the standard 1.5, it looks like. Now let's see how these stack up on some boards that you might be a little bit more familiar with. So I'll admit, at first, I was curious, but now Game Mat definitely has my attention. This is above and beyond right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, this terrain works great outside of the game of Necromunda, but it just so happens to be nearly the exact dimensions as these 2D bulkheads right here, turning your boards of Necromunda into some really dope 3D kind of type feel boards. Now, remember, this is only half of the bulkheads that come in the set for the Chemzone factory walls. This is only half of the boards that come in the Necromunda box set. So, literally, it comes with enough of the bulkheads to flesh out a full Necromunda, and there's actually 3 little ones to the side there. I just happened to grab 3 random tiles, but it seemed to work pretty well, so I am stoked at how cool this terrain set is right here. And of course, it's great line of sight blocking terrain for your games of 40K and any other sci-fi tabletop game out there that you want to use it for, but it definitely has a very clever use right here as well, as we demonstrated to you. So make sure you check out Mat.eu's complete Chemzone line of terrain, from mats to this factory wall pre-painted set as well. And hit that subscribe button, keep your hobby muscles strong, turn on notifications to be the very first to like and comment on all these videos.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos,